southern Europe here rather than in northern Europe.
I think it's a very special, Nice in general is a very special place. A lot of people come and stay.
That's very much a part of the Mediterranean. One of the things that you notice around here, be it Italy or France, and certainly in Nice it's very true, is the fact that you don't waste space.
You know, here there's people of all different colour, people of all different race, and they come from different countries, and it really, it's a melting pot.
The busy, bustling day life and the energetic nightlife has its own unique identity in the city of Nice. As Joanna Dezio explains, the citizens of Nice never waste space.
You want public space to be as generous as possible so that everyone can use it. And that means that things have several functions. Space is limited, so how do we make the most of it? How do we make space seem ample, even if it's not? And that means that some place that's a little cafe, croissant place in the morning becomes a bar at night. You just hose it down, light some candles, pull down the shades, open the beer, and that's it. It changes personality.
The day life is probably, I mean, as far as from an employer point of view, we employ people to stock the bar and get it ready for the night, but also we have some customers. We have a lot of people come in for to use the internet, to just have a coffee. It's air-conned, and when it's hot outside, people like to come in and escape that. And also for the English food. Okay, we run happy hours through till 9 o'clock, so it's cheap cocktails and beers and that sort of thing. But it's a lot calmer than it is during the day.
It's a very relaxed atmosphere. People pass by to do their shopping, and they come and they sit on the terrace.
The little old people from the neighborhood may come in the morning. A couple of tourists float in the morning, and then younger people, including tourists, will come at night. So everyone is served, but somehow in a limited environment.
The nightlife, it's always been a sort of what we call the party bar of Nice. There's other bars which obviously serve drinks, etc. There's Irish bars. It's not the same concept as an Irish bar. It's a young person's party bar. Okay, so we have live music every night. People down on the dancing on the tables, jumping around, drinking, all that sort of thing. We also we've always tried to cater, so it's the sort of place, because we have a lot of students here over winter. We always wanted it to be the sort of place where you could bring your parents.
French people down here are sometimes almost indistinguishable from Italians, and Italians are nightlife people, and Southern French people are also nightlife people. They eat late, they like to stay up late, they like to sleep in the morning, they take a siesta. They're hard workers, but they also know how to play hard.
It's completely different at night. We have a very dynamic team of young people working inside, and it is in fact a place that attracts a lot of young people. They have a great time here. We're also very well known in Nice because we've been around for a long time. The establishment itself has been around for a long time. We have a very nice clientele, and we have a great number of regulars who come here all the time. People feel good here. They feel relaxed.
Unlike America, Nice's beaches are always open to the public, all year round, 24 hours a day.
People come to the beach very early in the morning. The population there's always a population at the beach, but it shifts. There are people who like to come very early in the morning when the sun is already up, because it comes up so early here in Nice, but it's cool and there are not as many people. The Niçois themselves tend to come either in the morning or later at night. So actually later at night is when you would have the Niçois, the local population, just as you would in the morning. The tourists will tend to come in the middle of the day. Late at night, however, things will be a little different. You'll get both tourists and locals, because you can always come to the beach late at night in Nice. It's safe, and people love to have evening parties. You can, of course, bring a little drink. Remember, this is not a puritanical civilization, so there's nothing wrong with having a little glass of wine at the beach at midnight.
One element that really stands out among the Nice nightlife is the positive and safe atmosphere directed towards the female patrons.
We focus on keeping the girls happy. Now, how we keep the girls happy is, one, we employ good-looking young guys who are charming and they'll talk to the girls, and two, we make it a very safe atmosphere. We have a lot of security. We always have 3 security on. I'll usually be on security, there'll be 2 bouncers to make sure that girls, one, if they get too drunk, they get looked after, but 2, there's no horrible guys harassing them, okay? And so that's why we don't let those sort of people into the bar. And because it's like that, there's so many girls having such a good time, the guys all behave themselves and everyone has a good time, and we very, very rarely have any problems.
You'll notice that it's not just young people on the streets at night. You have lots of older people. You have lots of women walking alone. And a friend of mine in Paris, an American man actually, who's in film and who has lived in Paris for decades now, has said that he just loves living in France because of the fact that women walk everywhere late at night alone, because the woman to him is the canary in the mine. If a woman is comfortable walking late at night alone, it means that the city is safe. And in Nice, you notice all ages late at night, whereas in the US, the older people go home at night and the younger people come out. But no, here in Nice, every age group is enjoying the city at every time of the day. That, I think, is very special.
Nice, France. There's no place like it on earth.
It's always been a very safe place.
People feel so comfortable at all times of the day.
I came 10 years ago, I was doing a tour around Europe and ran out of money and stopped here to work for a couple of months, and 10 years later, still here.